Okay, our next speaker is Langdon Winner, who's the Phelan Chair and Professor of Political Science in the Department of STS, and he'll be using overhead slides. Are you speaking from here, Langdon? Yeah, okay. And his topic is Confronting Tyranny and Stupidity, What Works? Thank you, Langdon.
Good evening. My comments tonight are made possible by a grant of free speech from the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, and also by centuries-long traditions of academic freedom worldwide. As befits a teach-in, my remarks draw upon a variety of historical, philosophical, and social scientific terms. First slide. There we go. Which may or may not be relevant to the dilemmas and choices we now face. To begin, I have a favor to ask of you in the audience. In ancient Athens, there were yearly theatrical festivals that celebrated the rise of history's first democracy. And in these dramas, a chorus of actors spoke to express the thoughts of the general populace. And in that spirit, I would like for you to join in with me as an echo of that classic democratic chorus. So when I point like this, I'd like you to shout the following words: unprofessional conduct. Give it a try. Unprofessional conduct. Very good. This is the patron saint, Tom Paine, of unprofessional conduct. Democracies, when they are successful, usually replace other forms of governance, oppressive autocracies in the main. And when democracies die, for example, when overturned by military coup, political society resorts to oppressive autocracy. And this can happen very quickly, as, for example, in the military coup in Chile in 1973 that brought the ruthless dictator Augusto Pinochet to power. In oppressive autocracies, there is always a great leader. And the great leader has a plan. And the people of the land are told if only they follow great leader and the plan, all their fondest hopes and dreams will be realized. So it's in everyone's interest just to go along. And crucial to the power of the regime is a large and ever-expanding collection of loyal bureaucrats whose role it is to say yes and never to say no to what great leader wants. There's a technical term to describe people in this position. They are called flunkies. This is the social science part of the talk. In regimes of this stripe, communication is quickly reduced to propaganda. When people hear stories about the glory of great leader and the success of the plan and the coming of a brighter future. At the same time, dissenting voices and alternate popular institutions for making decisions are quickly spotted as troublesome and eliminated. Thus, free elections are annulled. Independent representative bodies are abolished and dissidents silenced. An example of this is the country of Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, where the legitimate elections of 1990 were annulled. The parliament abolished and the opposition suppressed. And as you know, this suppression got started again just a few weeks ago. Here's the leader of the legitimate opposition, Aung San Suu Kyi. She's been under house arrest off and on for the past 17 years. And I believe she was charged with the crime of... A little louder next time. Yes, that was her crime. I may be wrong about the specific charge. Autocrats, you see, prefer to handle governance through selection rather than the annoying and sometimes disruptive processes of election. So when the Nazis conquered Norway in 1940, the Norwegian politician Vidkun Quisling was selected as the ruler by Adolf Hitler. And Quisling is remembered as the most hated man in Norwegian history. And the word Quisling is now a common name for those selected by people in authority for positions of provisional governance. As democratic governance and free speech vanish, people get the message that to get along, it's best to remain silent.